Sean and Brad as they talk about sports and share a beer. From the east coast of Canada to the west coast of the United States. Over to you, boys.
Everybody, what's good with you? Hey, guys, Beer Sports coming to you live once again from the west coast of the United States. My name is Brad Tesh. With me, as always, my cohort, my partner in crime, and looks like a hunting enthusiast today, Sean Valancourt. Sean, I can't tell if you're excited to be here, if you'd rather be in a snowblind somewhere, but welcome.
I don't know. I'm just feeling I'm feeling love for America right now. I've been watching all these football trades. It just felt like I wanted to be one of you guys. So
yeah. So you just put on your ballistic glasses and some camo just to fit in.
That's it.
Well, here we are today talking about, there's so many things going on in the sports world, and we haven't been able to chat recently, and so I think,
Brad and I have real lives, and sometimes, like our real lives will get mixed into our podcast lives, and sometimes we just have to take the hiatus, and that's exactly what happened. And so we apologize to you guys for not coming in there, but exciting news. You're going to be hearing it later in this episode, and DraftKings, they're on board. This is awesome. It's exciting news from our camp. Secondly, you have to be living under a rock not to see what is happening all over. Yes, NHL trade deadline came, but how is it the NFL is dominating as far as when it comes to sports? It's like they're not taking a backseat. It is just like, Brad, it is just like trade deadline NHL back in the 1980s, you heard the craziest trades happening, NFL, there was trades here and there. This has been one of the busiest, this is the new trend, it seems like. Where is this quarterback going to end up? Where is this wide receiver going to end up? Who's going to have the great team going into it? And if you're going to tell me that Cleveland Browns right now do not look like favorites, like they're trying to go for, they're going for it all. They're going Super Bowl.
Think about how much money they have dedicated to the quarterback position right now. You bring in Jacoby Brissett and guarantee his contract. You give Deshaun Watson a fully guaranteed deal, which is
fully guaranteed deal.
Mind-boggling. He signed a big deal 2 years ago, it feels like, right? And so you expanded on that deal, fully guaranteed $250 million.
Amari Cooper.
Well, and if you look at the wide receiver trade base, and today it's, we're hearing this Tyreek Hill news. That's the day we are. And what that market is, you got a screaming good deal for Amari Cooper. That Cooper Cup, right, which we could argue is the best receiver in football.
At this time, absolutely.
Cooper Cup makes $15 million a year, and that is grossly underpaid. And he was well paid when the season ended. So
yeah,
it's, we just gave Tyreek Hill $30 million a year. $17 million guaranteed on his third contract, probably.
Yeah.
It's definitely not, it's definitely not his second contract. So
no, it's just mind-boggling. Russell Wilson. Although that one, I think you could see the writing on the wall that was going to happen.
We have talked about this before. Now, this was the time that it was going to happen. I think, what really accelerated that timeline, and I have a lot to say, and I'll save it for a different episode because it's too fresh. But I will say this, is that watching the markets get set with what Aaron Rodgers made and then what we've seen come from Deshaun Watson and those, the Josh Allens of the world, I'm not comfortable giving Russell $45 or $50 million a year. Not with what we've seen in the last 4 years from him. And so maybe he has to go find somewhere new to play.
Yeah, but here's the thing, that the Seahawks are in the playoffs if he doesn't miss those 4 games.
Yeah, but I'm just talking
about that would be all on him.
And maybe what's lost nationally is the last time they negotiated this contract, that they being the Russell Wilson camp and Mark Rodgers, was Russell Wilson's the only football player he represents. He mostly represents baseball players. But they were proposing that they tie Russell Wilson's contract to a percentage of the salary cap somewhere in the 25 to 30% range. That's a silliness.
That is silliness.
But they're going to go for it again in Denver.
Yeah.
And they're going to argue that $50 million is a quarter of the salary cap and that they should be entitled to that dollar. And then if the salary cap adjusts and Russell gets his raises, we'll see. We'll see what I mean, Russell's going to have a good defense and a line and a running game and receivers and all things he wanted there.
But that's the way it works.
Nothing for the best for him, even though I think he's a liar.
He's going to go over there, right? Where everything is perfect at this moment, right? The only thing that we're missing.
Well, you have a rookie head coach. You have coordinators with no experience. On the roster's great, but the rest of them, we'll see.
Absolutely.
In the best division in football, tell me that the AFC West isn't the best division in football.
Hey, we can't be saying, come on now. You're saying the NFC West, now the AFC West, just bouncing around just on the West Coast. That's it. That's all.
Well, let's just say this. Last year, I said the NFC West was the best division in football.
Yeah.
3 of those teams made the playoffs, and a 4th would have made the playoffs. They were
I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, we haven't even played a game yet. So we don't.
Who's the weak link right now on paper in the AFC West?
You're gonna make me think about this.
Yeah, the LA Chargers. Do you think they're the weak link? They've reloaded and upgraded their defense. Haven't lost any starters. You have the Las Vegas Raiders, who got the best receiver in football. They go along with the best tight end in football and a fantastic line and an up-and-coming defense. You've got the Kansas City Chiefs, who are reloading. In the deep wide receiver draft, they just got 5 draft picks for 1 receiver.
Yeah.
And then you have the Denver Broncos, who added a generational talent in Russell Wilson, maybe not generational, top 5, top 7 quarterback, to a team that felt like they were a quarterback away. We could all agree that Denver was a quarterback away.
Oh, easily. Yeah, absolutely.
So how are they not the best division of football?
That's a good point. I mean, I would argue as well, though, that you were looking at the AFC North going to be a powerhouse now as well. I think that there's
because Mitchell Trubisky is now the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You got it.
Come on now.
Hey, man, anything can happen. I am saying, though, that the Cleveland Browns are going for broke. Say what you will.
Hey, listen, they are going for broke. And I don't know if we have time to unpack the Deshaun Watson situation. Maybe that's for next week's episode when we have a little more time. But they're not even the best team in their division right now.
At this moment.
Cincinnati is light years ahead.
Wait a second. Cincinnati does not have an O-line. Okay. The Rams proved that.
They signed 2. They just signed 2, and they have a spot to draft the 3rd.
Excellent. Great. They'll, you know what? They could build on that. That's great. You're still going to have to deal with.
They went to the Super Bowl with.
They went to the Super
bad
Bowl.
Offensive line, and all they've done is get better.
Yeah, I hear you.
Bar, Sean.
I hear you. But that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with the Bengals. You're dealing with the Ravens. You're dealing with the Browns. That's your big 3 there in the AFC North.
Okay,
right?
But there's 4 in the West.
Yeah. No. Hey, your point stands. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to.
It's not AFC the AFC East. The AFC East is not it.
Yeah, it can't be. I mean, the Dolphins just added 1 player. New England is still New England.
They have some offensive line, and they've done.
Buffalo is number 1, though. Number 1 in power rankings.
We're talking about the best division. We're talking about the best team. We're the best division in football.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying Buffalo
is
number 1.
You still have the Jets in the AFC East. They're not going to be the best for a while.
All right. Listen, you proved your points. I'll give it to you.
I'm just talking.
Hey,
I'm just talking.
1-0. Brad Tesh. There we go against Sean Valancourt. Yeah. All right.
This episode.
If we're playing horse right now, I'm at the H.
Yeah. H-O, but whatever.
Whoa. Man, what do you think? Okay. So, I mean, I don't want to, there's so much to unpack in the NFL. I mean, they're dominating. Baseball comes back. We're all like, that's great. That's fantastic. Russell Wilson just got traded. Baseball comes back. Trade deadline happens. That's great. Deshaun Watson just got traded.
We haven't even talked about one of the bigger moves that happened.
Who's that?
Tom Brady unretiring.
Oh, dude, I don't even want to give that guy any more airtime. No, that guy is such a dirtbag. Such a dirtbag, Tom Terrific. Come on, man. Did you just literally go retire to sit there, have Peyton Manning say, I always expect to play against him. All these people giving him all the, oh, Tom, we love you, Tom. Oh, you're the greatest ever. You're the GOAT. He hears it all. The man hears it the first time. No, wait, guys. No. This is not the retirement.
Well,
and cue retirement. It's like 2 days later. Okay,
the universal
thanks.
love for Tommy Terrific was not everywhere, apparently.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden, just you know what?
He got over 2 months and was like, you know what?
This feels too real. This feels too real to spend some time with everybody in the family. Oh my goodness, I gotta get it back out there. And it's like, dude, you just pulled the ultimate Brett Favre. Like you out Brett Favre.
Yeah, all he's missing is a dick pic with a watch on, right? That's all that this thing is missing.
But you're absolutely right, though. We didn't talk about it because that's how many other moves are happening.
I guess that's my point, is that in any normal offseason, that would be the biggest story. Mm-hmm. It's not even a blip on the radar at this point.
Man. It's like we've seen this.
And we haven't even talked about the Green Bay Packers and that debacle.
What in the world was that? I thought for sure Aaron Rodgers was going to Denver. That's what I thought.
Listen, Sean, we haven't talked for 2 weeks, and all these things have happened in 2 weeks.
I know.
That's how crazy it is right now. We're 10 weeks away from training camp even opening. Just 2.5 months for you math illiterate folks. Is it 2.5 months in Canada still, or you guys have a weird metric thing with weeks too? Do weeks still count?
What are you talking about, man?
I don't know the
Listen,
answer.
it's America. It's America. Sorry, I love America, by the way. But it's America that decided
to
go
on an America rant while you're wearing camo and ballistic glasses.
It's America that sat there when everybody else said, "Hey guys, we're gonna go metric." America was like, "Oh, okay, we'll go metric with you." This is way too damn hard to learn. We're not going metric. We're staying imperial.
I don't know what we're going to say about it. I'm not going to argue with you.
It's like,
just asked the simple question if you still had weeks and months. That's all I wanted to
know. No, we have weeks and months.
As long as we can agree on that. Daylight savings has been tough for me.
Listen. All you have to know is this, okay? Your cousins to the north, okay? We got you.
Oh, we're cousins now?
Yeah, we're always cousins. We're kissing cousins. It's like,
oh,
we got you. We got you guys.
Brothers. I thought we were brothers.
We are brothers. We're brothers in arms and kissing cousins. So it's like, we got you guys.
A lot of roles to play, Sean.
We got you guys up here. When we have to explain something to you as far as it comes down to, manners and things of royalty. I mean, we got you. We can show you how to act in front of people. Because we're Canadians. You guys show us how to dress. Absolutely. Hey, we get plenty of stuff, but we have to sit there and show you this is how you do the humble pie bit.
This is how you are controlled by a country that's an ocean away. I don't know if that's true or not.
I have no idea. Yeah, it's. I mean, she's still our queen.
I don't have time.
Hey, all right, back to sports. I don't know what the heck.
What's your favorite move of the off season, or the NFL off season so far? Do you have one? Well, I guess we were talking about Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, and we got sidetracked on your camo. But here's the thing. Aaron Rodgers gets this crazy deal. He announces it on a podcast that just has a slightly couple more viewers than we do. And then it felt like the next day they were trading Devontae Adams, who they had franchise tagged into the Raiders for not a lot, really, if you think about it.
I know. I totally forgot about Devontae going to the Raiders too. But I thought for sure that him and Devontae, but that was the thing though. They wanted to go into that wide receiver class too. It's like, get me a wide receiver is what Aaron Rodgers is saying right now. Get me a wide receiver.
Yeah. And they will. They'll draft another quarterback. The thing is, remember I said this though about Devontae Adams, that he wanted to go reunite with Derek Carr his college teammate at Fresno.
You were
State. And I
talking
was
about that,
largely and roundly shot down about how terrible my logic was. But now,
Hey,
look at
man,
us.
you know what? Good
I just
on
want
you,
to say it
Brad.
out loud.
Brad, but you weren't playing me at that point. You were playing Dave Sadler. You were playing. There's a whole bunch of other people you were
I'm
playing
just
horse
saying.
with there.
I just want credit where credit's
Hey,
due.
dude. Okay, credit. You got credit. You are right now mad on point. You couldn't pick a winner in the playoffs, but you got it going on here right now.
I understand, fan. I understand transactions, not games. How about that?
That's
Terrible.
Hey, not to rain on this parade about the NFL offseason just being king, but in the NBA, there is somebody that just passed Carl Mailman Malone
Well, not just
in scoring. Yeah. LeBron James.
Well, how about the story about LeBron texting Tom Brady that he should come back because they have unfinished business because they're both the best in what they do right now? Do you know the story?
No, but I mean, it's true. What are you going to say to that? LeBron is the best. I was just watching the Raptors against the Lakers just last week. And the thing that took me like by surprise, it wasn't Westbrook's stupid shot to tie the game because he was airballing stuff. It was when LeBron decided I'm going to take over this game. And it was a one-man show. That guy just came back and he literally ripped the Raptors a new one. And it's hard to say that this is not one of the best players to ever play the game. Ever.
Yep.
And now he's going to have records. He's going to beat Kareem's all-time record.
How far does he have to go to catch Kareem? I don't remember the number. Do you remember the number?
It's not even much. I think it's like 2,000.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up while you're ranting.
I think it's like 2,000 points or something like that. It's like he'll do it in like a quarter, 3/4 of the season next season. He's it's funny because we keep talking about Jordan. And Jordan is something that he's never lost in an NBA championship. But this guy, this is like what it was in the NHL a little while ago. When I say a little while ago,
man, you're 30, right. It's not even, Sean. It's not even 2,000 points.
Yeah, it's like 40
it's 38, 387 to 36, 985.
It's ridiculous. Like he's gonna blow past that.
Like 1,400 points.
Yeah, he's gonna blow past it. And what are you gonna do?
Here's the thing too. This is interesting to me. LeBron James games played 1364.
Yeah.
Karl Malone 1476.
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar 1560.
Yeah.
LeBron's minutes 52,000. Kareem's minutes 57,400.
That's insane.
Karl Malone 54,800.
Yeah. Listen,
absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Like we've been saying, and this is what it comes down to. Is
He also has made 2,103 3-pointers, and Karl Malone made 85. Guess how many Kareem Abdul-Jabbar made?
2.
1. He was 1 for 18, folks. Greatest scorer in NBA history at a 5.6% 3-point shooting average.
Wow. So here's the thing is that
and Karl Malone made an absolute ass ton of free throws.
Yeah.
Karl Malone made 9,700, almost 9,800 free throws in his career.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But
LeBron
this is
James is 7,800. Anyway,
when you look at Michael Jordan, right? And now LeBron James, this is like 40 years ago in the NHL when you were looking at Bobby Orr and Wayne Gretzky. Not
here's
as
the
so
thing,
much.
Michael didn't even play 1,100 games.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow. I've never looked at games played before.
You know, what would have looked like if he just decided to keep playing? You know,
I think his knee wouldn't let him. Michael Jordan has, like, right now, LeBron has played 11,000 more minutes than Michael Jordan
that's crazy.
did.
You know, but the thing is that, you know, LeBron, you're going to have to look at him now and just go, he's the real
His
deal.
longevity is
impressive.
His longevity is impressive.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe that's the thing. He's still like, man, let's talk about top 5 players and how.
Well, that's the thing, is that we have been talking about top 5 players.
Who do you knock out of the top 5? Who do you knock out of the top 5 players?
But that's the thing. We've been talking top 5 players, and we had him down at number 5.
Yeah.
At best.
And it's hard to put him at 5 for me.
But I don't see how you can't. You can't. He's got to be now 2, 3. You can't deny this guy. This guy is making his case. Now, is he the greatest winner of all time? No, but he's definitely going to have.
Well, yeah, I guess
records.
that becomes what's the bar for greatest of all time. It can't just be championships, right?
You know, but
or I shouldn't say that. It can't just be your record in championships.
But that's 6 times. 6 times he went there, and 6 times he won. Michael.
I mean, yeah, and we can talk about if he would have gone in that gap year.
Well, that would have made it
It would
7.
have been 7 in a row, right?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy to me? I didn't realize this until recently. Phil Jackson almost went 3 times, back to back to back, 3 times as a coach and once as a player. He was on a back-to-back Knicks team.
Yeah.
As a player, they would have won the next year. They would have been 3, you know.
3, yeah.
And then arguably the Lakers team that lost in that third year
Against
that they
Detroit?
should have won.
Yeah. Against the Pistons.
He would have been a 3-time guy.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I mean, listen, hats off to the guy. Now, I don't even know what the Lakers are going to do in the postseason. It's a joke.
The Lakers going to get to the postseason?
It's questionable, you know.
Is it even questionable?
You know, it's questionable.
Is it?
Yeah, it's questionable.
Is it questionable that they make the playoffs?
Yeah, it's questionable. You think they're a shoo-in?
No. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a question they make the play-in game.
If you think they're a shoo-in,
they're lucky that Portland is tanking right now because they're only 3 games back.
You know,
from the play.
Yeah, but they're right in there with the play-in though. 7 through to 10, they're 9. Yeah, yeah, but yeah. Portland's got all sorts of troubles now with.
Yeah, I mean, Portland's not. Portland's in full tank mode. That's just the way it is. The Spurs could still theoretically catch them or the Pelicans. I mean, you really think that the Lakers, as the 9 seed, go to the Clippers and win a playing game?
I don't think so. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I don't think so. But it's so funny.
Kawhi and Paul George both get healthy and are going to play in that game. You think that the Lakers can beat the Clippers?
Who knows?
You think if they fall the 10 spot, they can go beat Minnesota?
I don't know.
Denver. I mean, who do the Lakers beat right now? And it's like, okay, so like today, the people in the playoffs are the Pelicans. Do you think the Lakers beat the Pelicans?
Yeah, maybe.
Right, maybe. Okay, there's one maybe.
Yeah.
Do they beat the Clippers? No.
It all depends.
In a 5-game series, let's say 5-game series. Do they beat the Clippers? No. Do they beat the Timberwolves? No.
No.
Do they beat the Nuggets? No. Mavericks? No. Jazz? No. The Warriors? No. The Grizzlies? Hell no. The Phoenix Suns? Absolutely not. So unless they can somehow shake around and play the Pelicans in the playoffs, they might have a chance.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though.
I don't even think they could get in, to be honest with you. I think they don't get in. But
the Heat are just turning it up. Bucks are good.
Yeah. Yeah.
The East is strong, man.
The East is so strong.
It's crazy. The East
Boston's back on track. Jason Tatum is maybe the greatest next. I mean, Jason Tatum feels like he's the guy that could, if he stays healthy, he could catch LeBron in 15 years for points.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But then you look at scores.
now you look at the Raptors, they went all young. Gary Trent looks amazing. Scotty Barnes looks amazing. Pascal Siakam, where did he come from all of a sudden? It's like he just showed up.
Pulled his head out of his suitcase. The Nets
Van Vliet
game. Yeah, it's gonna be fascinating when we get to NBA playoffs. We'll talk about that at that point because
it's been interesting. It's been interesting.
There's just so much other stuff. I mean, we didn't even talk about Matt Ryan getting traded.
I know, well, because it's Matt Ryan going to the Indianapolis Colts.
This is the thing. Let's just think about this. The Washington football team, who I think I'm going to refuse to call the Commanders because it's just a dumb name. As a sidebar, today the Mariners are in spring training and they're playing the Guardians, and I had to stop and think about
Guardians.
It's like who
are these Guardians?
Is this like a friendly with like a Mexican league team, or is there a Canadian baseball league? Like, is spring training morphed into like this thing where they play international teams? And I was like, oh wait
a second,
the Cleveland team, the Cleveland Guardians. Stupid. Anyway. The Washington football team gives up 2 good draft picks and takes on the full contract of Carson Wentz. And they could have had Matt Ryan for a 3rd-round pick.
Yeah, but that's what, that's why it was such lunacy.
They shouldn't have gone so early.
I don't know. It was such lunacy when I heard the owner, is it Irsay? Owner of saying that, we're gonna win 3 Super Bowls in the next decade. It's like, dude, you're high.
Not with Carson Wentz or Matt Ryan. You got to think Matt Ryan's got to feel good about landing in Indianapolis, though. I mean, he's a better version of Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, I'll say that too.
And it's the same team, right? Real strong running game, functional receivers, great defense.
Yeah, but
Phillip Rivers runs that team into the AFC Championship, right?
Yeah. Well, what kind of Matt Ryan are you getting right now? I don't know. I think maybe he's
better right now than Phillip Rivers was in 2020.
I think he's getting ready to make some more cold calls with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Ice-T there.
Maybe. I thought Matt Ryan was a real family guy, like a pretty clean cut. You would think that, right?
Yeah.
He's like a Peyton Manning kind of well put together kind of guy.
Yeah.
The Atlanta strip clubs are having a thanks Matt Ryan night like they did for James Harden in Houston. I saw on Twitter today. It's interesting, right? It's interesting.
The world.
I don't know that. I don't know why. That's just what they're doing.
Oh man. Hey,
NHL Tuesday or something.
NHL at the trade deadline go on, and sometimes no rhyme or reason. You see trades that happen, and it's just like, is this better for the team? Is this worse for the team? Who knows? The Leafs didn't go for.
You would have to tell me. You'd have to tell me about everything. The only thing I know about the NHL in the last 2 weeks is that Justin Bieber designed some sweaters for the Maple Leafs, and they are.
I was going to get into that. That one I was saving. Yeah.
Saving. You should be burning.
Dude, I don't even know. Like, what I'm really upset with is the stupid colors for his reversible jersey. Okay, first off, this is an original 16. Okay. Over a century.
They didn't have yellow back in 1906.
Dude, did you notice the colors of that jersey? It's like the Boston Bruins. What subliminal message are you sending? We need to become Bruins?
Star design your jersey. So, I mean, that's the thing. Like, Toronto's really got to get that together. Like, the faces of your franchise are Drake and Justin Bieber.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad, man. Like, that was upsetting just to see. And then they're using, the 2 top stars arguably on the team there to like push this jersey. And all I'm thinking is when I saw the reverse and it's like yellow and brown, I'm like, what the
is that Austin Matthews' real hairline, by the way?
Oh yeah, that's
what he looks like without a helmet on.
That's a lot of stress, man. Playing in Toronto.
Looks like a lot of stress Fenderson from The Office.
I know.
Let that go. He needs to get the Mark Messier haircut.
Just let it go. Yeah, it's probably hard to do the 24-year-old though. It's like
he's only 24 and his hair looks like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He made a deal. He traded his hairline for his hockey talent. He should have went another way.
Man, I'm looking at this team. I went to the game last week against Carolina, and we have our young rookie goaltender right now playing, and he ended up winning. He played very well. But man, this is what we're going in with is like a goaltender that has not played beyond 39 games ever as our number one starter. Another goaltender who looks like absolute dog crap, and a rookie. We have the worst next to Seattle, the Kraken, right? Next to all these other teams there, we have one of the worst save percentages in the NHL.
You're on record as saying goaltenders don't win series anyway.
I've never said that. I said that a hot goaltender can ride you all the way, and you know that. Now you're just making stuff.
You just said it doesn't matter to win series, though, if you have a regular mediocre thing.
That's not true. I told you a hot goaltender can win a series. You're just
you
like,
did
I
say
don't
that.
know. Yeah.
You're just otherwise they don't matter. That's what you. If they're hot, they can be a difference.
What in the world? I told you already when you guys drafted in Seattle. What's his face there? Who got your number one? He got your first shutout. He used to be called Grubauer. Yeah, that guy.
Old Groovy.
Listen, I'm happy we got Mark Giordano. I always told you that Mark Giordano is a aces hockey player. He went to Seattle, now he's here in the Leafs. All right, that's great. But Seattle should hold their head up high, like everybody has this Vegas Knights pie in the sky first season. We're going to make the Stanley Cup. This is not the way it works, okay? It's not the way it works. It was a one-time fluke, and now look at Vegas. They're like maybe not even make the playoffs. It's like, who cares? Seattle, calm down, build your team. Going to be A-okay.
Yeah. All right, let's get back and close this out with football. Who do you think is the favorite in the NFC and the AFC at this stage in the offseason?
Dude, we're talking right now. Like you this is like you're asking somebody who has no formal trading in day trading. Hey, pick your favorite stocks here.
Based on your outfit, I thought you'd be game for this.
I'll play with you, but like this is
I know.
Yeah. Okay. AFC, man. I mean, Buffalo. I thought Buffalo looked good by picking up Von Miller and a few of those guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. Think about how crazy it is that we didn't even talk about that.
I know.
Listen, it's a great addition. That contract is embarrassing. 7 years, Sean. Do we think Von Miller's going to play for 7 more years?
No. We all know that, right? It's like, but this is what Buffalo does. This is what Buffalo does, right? They go out, they just it's
Jim Kelly's probably still getting paid by Buffalo for doing a 7-year contract.
But here's the thing, though, is that okay? So I thought Buffalo was actually going to make out like gangbusters until I saw what happened with Cleveland, and now I'm like, AFC has got to go to the Browns. NFC is a whole entire toss-up.
What if Deshaun Watson doesn't play next year?
No, he's going to play next year. He might miss 4 games. I can see that.
You see about the shenanigans that they only made his base salary $1 million, so if he gets fined, it's not a lot of money.
That's exactly what I said. Well, I was going to mention is that the $1 million for the one season. This is where you load up. You load up and you shoot for bear. That's why it's like Cleveland ain't done
gross. Yet. It's all so gross.
Why? Why is it so gross?
We'll talk about it next time. We don't have.
This is no different than the New York Yankees or the Boston Red Sox. It's no different. No different.
I mean, in those sports, there wasn't a salary cap when that was happening. So that's one way to get around it, I guess. That's fine. We don't want to talk about the civil aspect of the whole thing. But
listen, your salary cap in the NFL is just like a suggestion. Because then you have to pay.
And the NBA is a suggestion. And it's still a pretty significant piece of the.
Well, what do you pay? You pay a little. The owner has to pay a fine, whatever, luxury tax, whatever.
In the NBA? Oh
yeah.
And if you're a multiple year payer, you just pay like triple, and they're like, Golden State Warriors are like whatever. Yeah, NHL I think is the only one that's like it's pretty stringent. It's like No, the NFL is too. They can't be over the cap in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's why they have to be creative with these contracts. And
that's exactly it. Yeah. Yeah. How much is bonus and how much is contract, right? Yeah. I don't know,
math
man.
work.
Yeah. Well,
Creative math.
man.
All right. So
Hey,
who do you think is the favorite? Cleveland's the favorite in the AFC. Who's the
AFC,
favorite?
I think.
The NFC's trash, right? Like
I don't know.
we've all
That's the
been
thing.
depleted.
It's like I'm just
all
like,
the quarterbacks from the NFC went to the AFC.
Yeah. Let's give it to Green Bay again. Why not? Why not? Let's just do it.
I don't like Aaron Rodgers and his man bun, or just how he goes about his business.
That's what the NFC has, is two old ancient quarterbacks there.
Yeah, I think it's still the Rams. I think you got to beat the champ.
Oh, I forgot about that
in the NFC.
Yeah. I forgot about that. They're the champs. Yeah, Matthew
and they got
Stafford.
Allen Robinson back, and if they get Aaron Donald re-signed,
yeah, you know,
it's
a good team. There. It's a good team. Yeah,
yeah. And the AFC, though, the AFC is difficult. I don't know who the favorite's going to be.
Like I said, right now, if I were to look at it, I mean, yeah. So your power rankings, the Buffalo Bills are number one, but you look at everything that's being added to Cleveland. How can you not say, like that defense was already? Well, the defense is questionable. You need some more defense. I don't know. Baker Mayfield. I don't know what are you going to get for Baker Mayfield? What in the world?
Discount on your car insurance.
What? Is he Emu or is he Doug?
Is that what he sells? Does he sell car? What does he sell? What are those commercials about for Baker Mayfield? Are those insurance commercials?
It is an insurance commercial. I think it's Progressive.
I don't know. Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah. That's hilarious. Holy jeez. All right, give me a one-on-one question. Let's get out of here.
What is the better? I didn't think about this. I didn't plan, but let's just get here. What is a better toasted sandwich? A tuna sandwich or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Neither. Only best toasted sandwich is grilled cheese. That's the correct answer.
I wasn't asking for an opinion. I was just asking between those two. Like, I ate at a restaurant yesterday and they had a tuna sandwich, but the option was you could make a tuna melt and have it toasted. I thought that was interesting. I didn't eat it because, I had a bad experience with tuna fish when I was younger and I just can't do it. But, it's an interesting thing where you can get it one way or the other. I personally like the toasted PB&J on sourdough. Like that's my friend. You don't know what you're missing.
Yeah? Is it like Elvis Presley good? Just need some bananas on it?
No bananas. What you do is you put peanut butter on both sides of the toasted bread, and then you put like 2 dollops of raspberry jam in there and smash it together and push the edges down. So it makes a warm pocket of peanut butter and jelly mashed together, and you can just get it together. Nice. I'll make you one next time I see you. I'm going to change your mind.
All right. I'm down with that. All right. So having mentioned this, you've pretty much dogged Toronto pretty hard here today. Drake, Justin Bieber as our ambassadors to the
I don't know that telling the truth is dogging anybody. But.
Yeah. All right. In Seattle,
your best pretty warm commentary there for a guy wearing a Bass Pro Shops hat.
In Seattle, who would be the ambassador for each prospective team that's there?
Macklemore.
For all three? Yeah, for all three. They're just going to do thrift shop for all three.
Yeah. That's the only way to do it.
Man.
I think you make a case. I mean, Doug Baldwin probably makes a case still to be the Seahawks ambassador.
Yeah.
But he's not as famous as the other guys. Eddie Vedder,
I was just gonna say Eddie Vedder is a great choice, like
there's the drummer for Pearl Jam is more prominent in the Seattle sports community, but I can't remember what his name is right now. So maybe that doesn't count.
Yeah. Because he's not Dave Grohl. Yeah. Who's also from that area, isn't he? Dave Grohl.
Yeah, probably.
Well, it was the old drummer for Nirvana. Part of the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, I just don't know that he came. I know that Kurt was more local, but I don't know that Dave might have been a transplant.
You know what just came to my head right now, and maybe it's because I'm really, really, really tired. But Seattle, 2 things is super known for, right? Coffee and grunge. Okay. Coffee and grunge. It's
2 of your favorite things.
Yeah. Maybe that's why we're such good friends. I don't know.
Might be.
Well, on that note,
be.
I think that takes us to another episode.
Let's see. Dave Grohl was born in Ohio.
Oh, there we go.
But he joined the band, the Nirvana band, at 17. I guess he joined the punk rock band Scream. Hold on, let's get to the bottom of this. You can keep talking while I find this out. You know he's 6 feet tall, Dave Grohl? 6 feet tall.
Well, why does it surprise you so much?
I don't know. It's just on here from Wikipedia. Oh, so I guess Scream was a well-known band.
Yeah.
And then Grohl joined them for their 4th studio album.
Oh.
So
this is amazing.
Yeah, it sounds like he probably joined Nirvana. They were out of Virginia, so Dave Grohl not a
Seattleite then. Eh?
Not a Seattleite. Yeah.
But
which is fine.
Yeah.
Most of our prominent Seattleites are transplants anyway, so it's fine.
Are they? Is Macklemore a transplant?
No, he's from Seattle.
He's from Seattle. Yeah.
Also, the best basketball player to never not be in the conversation, Jamal Crawford from Seattle.
Nice. Yeah. Excellent.
There's a lot of things that 206. Yeah,
coffee and grunge. That's it. That's all Seattle I know. That's it. And Fraser. That's it.
Don't put that. Don't put
that's that. It. Those 3 things is Seattle in a nutshell.
Could have gone Space Needle. Could have gone seafood.
No, Space Needle's too much like the CN Tower. It's like nah.
Which one happened first?
Yeah, I'll give that to you. But we went taller.
Oh, that makes it better.
We went taller. That's right. We went taller.
Well, remember the next time we're standing side by side. On that note, kids, brings to a close another episode. Shout out to DraftKings. Thanks for your support. Shout out to Sean for his camo wearing USA affiliate at work. Camo rad.
What is this? What is this?
We're just spitballing here, Sean. We're just spitballing.
Hey. All right, say it so we can sink out of here. Say it. Say it.
Till next time, kids. Be good at it.
Right on.
You've listened to the podcast, but now it's time to visit us in our virtual sports bar. Get all of our info at guysbeersports.com, where you can find all the ways to connect with us. Watch for live conversations with Brad and Sean that happen throughout the week, and join in with your favorite local beer. You can share your thoughts in the conversation comments with your own uploaded videos, or even join us as a guest live commentator. The GBS Virtual Sports Bar is open for business. Come on in, boys and girls.